The action comedy genre has long been a staple of Hollywood escapism, blending high-octane chases with cultural clashes and irreverent humor. At the forefront of this subgenre stands the Rush Hour franchise, a cultural phenomenon that launched in 1998 and redefined buddy cop dynamics for a global audience. Starring martial arts legend Jackie Chan as the disciplined Hong Kong Inspector Lee and comedian Chris Tucker as the wisecracking LAPD detective James Carter, the series grossed over $800 million worldwide across 3 films. After years of fan speculation and stalled developments, whispers of a 4th installment have reignited excitement, with reports suggesting that original director Brett Ratner is poised to return, backed by unlikely political influence. The catalyst for this revival appears to stem from high-level lobbying within entertainment circles. According to industry insiders, Paramount Pictures, home to the franchise, is greenlighting Rush Hour 4 following overtures from former President Donald Trump to Skydance Media's major stakeholder, tech mogul Larry Ellison. Trump, known for his penchant for deal-making, reportedly advocated on behalf of Ratner, whose vision defined the original film's kinetic energy. This intervention highlights the intertwined worlds of politics and pop culture, where personal networks can resurrect dormant projects. Ratner, who helmed the first Rush Hour, and its immediate sequel, brings a track record of blending Chan's acrobatic feats with Tucker's rapid-fire quips, creating set pieces that remain quotable classics. The original 1998 film introduced audiences to the odd couple pairing through a plot involving a kidnapped Chinese consul's daughter, leading to trans-Pacific mayhem from Los Angeles to Hong Kong. Its success spawned Rush Hour 2 in 2001, set against the neon haze of Macau casinos, and Rush Hour 3 in 2007, which ventured to Paris for a triad conspiracy. Each entry escalated the stakes while doubling down on the cultural humor, Lee's stoic fish-out-of-water antics contrasting Carter's street-smart bravado. Box office hauls peaked at $244 million for the first film, but diminishing returns and a 6-year gap before the third raised questions about franchise fatigue. Chan's advancing age, he's 71 as of 2025, and Tucker's selective comeback post-Silver Linings playbook, added layers of intrigue to any revival. Casting rumors point to Chan and Tucker reprising their iconic roles, a move that would thrill longtime fans while introducing fresh blood to sustain the series' energy. No official confirmations have surfaced, but sources indicate negotiations are underway for supporting players to inject new dynamics. Imagine a tech-savvy millennial sidekick navigating cyber threats in a modernized plot, or a female Interpol agent challenging the duo's old-school machismo, elements that could update the formula without alienating core viewers. Ratner's return, despite his 2017 controversies involving allegations of sexual misconduct, which he vehemently denied, underscores Hollywood's complex rehabilitation narratives. The Me Too era forced a reckoning, sidelining him for years, but this potential comeback reflects shifting tides in the industry, where second chances are weighed against artistic merit. Delving into the franchise's legacy, Rush Hour was groundbreaking for its cross-cultural appeal. Chan, a Hong Kong cinema icon with over 100 films under his belt, brought authentic wire-fu and self-deprecating humor, often performing his own stunts despite the risks, broken bones and all. Tucker, riding high from The Fifth Element, infused Carter with Atlanta swagger, turning lines like, "Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth?" into pop culture shorthand. Their chemistry, forged in grueling shoots across continents, transcended language barriers, making the film's global hits in markets from Asia to Europe. Critically, the series hovered around 60% on Rotten Tomatoes, praised for entertainment value but critiqued for formulaic plots and dated stereotypes. For Rush Hour 4, the script is reportedly in early drafts, aiming to honor the originals while addressing contemporary issues like international espionage in the age of AI and cyber warfare. Picture Lee and Carter thrust into a plot involving a black market app stealing diplomatic secrets, leading to chases through Shenzhen's drone-filled skies and Silicon Valley boardrooms. Ratner's style, quick cuts, slapstick escalations and a pulsating hip-hop soundtrack, would anchor the chaos, potentially collaborating with composers like Lalo Schifrin for thematic continuity. Production could commence in 2026, eyeing a 2027 release to capitalize on nostalgia waves, much like Top Gun, Maverick, or Bad Boys, Ride or Die. The Trump-Ellison connection adds a juicy layer to the backstory. Ellison, Oracle's co-founder and a billionaire with Hollywood investments, has long been a Trump ally, hosting fundraisers and sharing interests in yacht races and tech innovation. Trump's nudge, perhaps over a Mar-a-Lago dinner, exemplifies how power brokers influence creative pipelines. Skydance, under Ellison's umbrella, has co-produced hits like Mission: Impossible sequels, giving it muscle to revive Rush Hour as a tentpole. Paramount, navigating post-merger turbulence with its video game division, sees the IP as low-risk IP gold, familiar faces, built-in fanbase and merchandising potential from action figures to sneakers. Challenges abound, however. Chan's physical demands have evolved. Recent films like Karate Kid, Legends showcase him mentoring rather than flipping through plate glass windows. Tucker, now 53, might lean into meta-humor, poking fun at his hiatus and the duo's age. Diversity consultants could refine the script to sidestep past pitfalls, amplifying Asian representation beyond Chan, perhaps casting rising stars like Simu Liu or Awkwafina for cameos. Ratner's involvement, if confirmed, would reignite debates on accountability, but proponents argue his visual flair is irreplaceable for the franchise's DNA. Fan reactions, buzzing on social media, range from ecstatic, #RushHour4 now trending, to cautious, demanding progressive updates. The original's charm lay in its unpretentious joy, fights in tea houses, karaoke sing-alongs amid shootouts. A sequel could expand this, exploring Lee's family life or Carter's entrepreneurial dreams, adding emotional depth akin to Rush Hour 3's Eiffel Tower climax. With streaming competition fierce, a theatrical return could revitalize Paramount's slate, especially if tied to IMAX spectacles. As development accelerates, Rush Hour 4 embodies Hollywood's resilience, turning yesterday's blockbusters into tomorrow's revivals. Whether it recaptures the magic or stumbles into sequel traps, the promise of Chan and Tucker's reunion, punchlines flying, limbs flailing, guarantees a rollicking ride. In a world craving levity, this update isn't just exciting. It's a cultural time capsule, reminding us why we fell for the rush in the first place.